Hello beauties and welcome back to my corner of the internet. If you are new here, my name is Mariah, also known as LiveLifesBeauty. Today we are going to be tackling these nails. So guys, the nail that I have just pointed to broke because I did not reapply my gel polish and it snapped off, and then my little pinky finger broke when I had a chip in my nail, and then temptation got the best of me and I literally bit it off. So that was lovely. And then on this hand, it is growing. It was longer than this, but again, because the gel was not there to protect it, I bit it off. So I really am getting into the habit of doing my nails more regularly because I do want them to grow, and I do not like when they are short and bitten off because they are getting very sore and I have no self-control. So do as I say, not as I do. Now I know somebody's going to be crying, but I am going to clip off these nails just to make them all one length. At the moment I am loving a square nail, so that is what I have been doing as my go-to nail, but in future videos I think I will oval my nails soon. And here I'm just showing you that even though I have cut my nails down short, this is actually the shortest I can go because that skin underneath my nail is called the hypernychium, and it's basically a piece of skin that grows with your nail. So when you have long nails, this grows and you cannot just go and cut it off like it's a piece of dead skin, because it's not. It's very much living, and if you cut that off you will bleed profusely, and you will also, you know, if you cut it on a client, it will hurt a lot. So mine grows like off my skin. So even though I have short nails, like this is literally the shortest I can go because I cannot cut it any shorter than that. I'm not really sure how to stop it from growing. It just grows. And here I'm just showing you on my other nails that even my tiny bitten nails, it has it on them, like this little pinky, like the nail is literally growing on top of it. So that is the shortest I can go with my nails. So I do cut that down, and that's just to say, when if you are a beginner nail technician, to always check underneath your client's nails, because they could tell you to cut their nails down shorter than that and you literally cannot, because that hypernychium won't allow you to. So I'm not sure if I've showed you this already guys, but I think I'm whipping out the new tools, and this is my new Melody Suzie drill, and I'm so excited because it is handheld or portable handheld, I don't know, but either way it does not need plugging in. It just plugs in, it's rechargeable, and then once it's charged you plug it out and you can just take it anywhere with you. So I am filing off my gel using the drill. I started off at 9 RPM, I believe it is, and then I just decided that I needed it a bit faster for me, and I am putting it to 11. Now this is not the right bit to drill off anything. I mainly use this for like shaping around the cuticle area, but I have not used drills in so long guys. I don't know where anything is, and it's funny because before, when I used to make nail videos, I literally always used to say this, like, if you know me, you know that when it's time to use something, I can never find anything, and it's just a disaster zone. But it worked and it got the job done, so I am just using it to file off my nails. I am being very gentle, and gel polish is fairly easy to file off, so you really don't need to go hacking away with it. And I'm pretty sure in a minute I show you that you can even do it with a nail file. To be fair, the nail file was a bit quicker for me. So here on it, it has a R and it has a F. So when I am doing my left hand, I put it on F for forward, and when I'm doing my right hand, I put it on R for reverse, and it just reverses the motor wheel, and it just makes it easier for me to use the drill. Now because I haven't used a drill in a very long time on myself, it was more tricky. Obviously on clients it's easier because you have control, but when you're doing it on yourself, you kind of have to manipulate your hand in certain ways. So I did pull out the nail file, and I'm just showing you guys that if you only have a nail file, it is also very easy to get the gel off. Now my nails do look like they're going through the wall when you are filing it off with a nail file, but it's honestly completely fine. it's not gonna do damage as long as you are literally just taking the nail file and hitting the gel with it. So again, in a bit, guys, I show you, do as I say, not as I do. So a lot of people think that gel is more safer for your nails, and they will pick it off once it starts lifting, but do not be tempted to do that. So here you can see that this gel is already lifting, and here you can see if I pick it, it will come up. However, it's only coming up because it's already lifted. Now the part that I'm going to peel here, you can see I'm actually ripping my nail off, and I should not have continued to peel it off. I should just file it like what I'm going to show you here. However, for the purpose of this video, I did want to show you what your nail is like when you rip it off. So I rip it off here, and you can see all those little flakes of nail skin that I have just been causing major damage to my nail. So I'm going to zoom in now to show you why you should not rip off your gel polish and why you should always file or soak it off. Can you see that white patch on my nail? That is now damaged, and if I flaked that off, it would basically be a gash in my nail. So I'm just showing you there that I have managed to file it all down, file it all off. Also with gel polish, you actually don't, well, with gel and acrylic, you don't have to file the whole thing off. You can literally just file it down to a thin layer and leave it on your nail. If it's not lifting up, like, just file it down as thin as you can and then just go about your application. You do not have to file it down to your bare nails. So I'm just showing you there that I'm using my file to push back my cuticles and to etch my nails. Now that file is 100 and 180 grit file. The higher the grit, the lower the buffing. So I used 180 on the side where I'm buffing, and then when I was filing it off, I used the 100. So after that was done, I take my alcohol and I wipe over all of my nails, and then I use my primer. Now guys, what I will say with this was that I literally dipped in one dip to do both of my hands. I should not have done that. I should have dipped in, done one hand, and then dipped in and done the other hand, because my left hand turned out better than my right hand. Now it is partly because I am right-handed, so when I'm doing my left hand is just going to come out better, but it's partly also due to when I was using my left hand to do my right hand, I was getting a bit lazy. So here you can just see I'm doing like really thin application of primer. Don't do that. Like, prime it properly, guys. Like, make sure that there is enough primer on your nails. And here I'm showing you my crusty, dusty, musty lamp. It's actually even more gross, like, looking at it on video. Like, I really need to clean it, but are you even a nail tech if your lamp is not musty, crusty and dusty? So here I am using a brand called My Gel. I can't believe I didn't show it to you guys. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't think that this is Miley, because there is one called Miley brand, but this is just called My Gel. So it's just off Amazon. If I can find it, I will link it below, but also I am horrendous at linking stuff. I don't even link the end videos that I want to show you guys so that you can watch other videos. So I will try my best. If I do not, just write that in the comment, like, link the gel polish, because to be fair, it is really good. Now this is the colour that I don't typically like, but because I was in a rush this time doing my nails, I was just like, I'm going to use this colour and I'm going to go about my day. That also didn't happen because I ended up painting it because I just got carried away. But I was going to test this out. Well, I am testing it out and seeing if you don't need a base coat. So I did it on my left hand. Come on, girl, get your left and your right. So I did it on both of my hands without using a base coat, and on my left hand it stuck, and on my right hand it all peeled off. So I think I didn't prime my nails good enough on my right hand, so it did not stick as well as it has on my left hand. Also, I'm better at the application on my left hand, and I'm also better at filing it on my left hand, which obviously on my right hand I'm not as good at. I do believe that I did 3 coats of this polish, so I literally do thin coats. I don't want to like make it too thick or make it too blobby, because one, it will burn. If you just put a big thick layer of gel on your nails, it will burn and it will not cure properly. So you do have to do thin layers of gel and just keep going. Also, if you just blob it on, it is harder for the gel to spread where it needs to go, and it will just like form globs on your nail. So really just take your time and just do layer after layer. I'm showing you literally in real life how slow I am, but due to recording it, that makes everything slower. Like, I would say I can do my nails, both hands, just plain like this in about 30 minutes from start to finish. So for me, it's really not a hard task at all. It's just the time that it takes to, you know, dedicate that time to not have to help anybody else in the household. What I will say is, obviously the longer your nails, the prettier it looks, because you can see on my ring finger and my pointer finger how I've squared off them nails, and it looks really cute, whereas my middle finger and my pinky finger, it's not giving cute. Do you know what I mean? It's not giving cute because they are not perfectly square, and I couldn't get them any lower because, again, like I said, my hypernicum was underneath it, and it's just not the vibe. So what I do is, when I have finished, I just kind of level out the gel with a thin brush, and I make sure that I go up my sides but that I am not touching my skin. That is like number one with gel or any nail products, really. You don't want to touch the skin, because whilst you may not be allergic to it, you can develop an allergic reaction to it from it always touching your skin. So I did another coat, and then that is the final result of what it looks like. Then I decided, oh, I'm going to use some colours. So I wipe off my nails because this leaves a tacky layer, and you have to use 99%. I would say you have to use like 80 or 90%, because I'm pretty sure I rubbed this off with my alcohol wipes that is 70% alcohol, and it was still a bit sticky. So from now on, I always just go in with my 90% isopropyl alcohol. And then this is what it looks like when I have done both hands. I'm just showing you there that it kind of looks a bit bubbly, like the tip of it just looks a bit bubbly, but when I turn it to the side, it's absolutely fine. So when you're doing your nails, just really inspect it from every angle. And then those are my right hand, and I just really make sure that I am getting my cuticles nice. And then I'm going to use a buffing foil to just go around my cuticle, because that's really the main area that I'm trying to smooth out, so that when it grows out, it's not as visible. Once that's done, I wipe over with some isopropyl alcohol, and I'm just showing you here that this looks like an extra piece of nail, but that is actually my skin. So that's actually the hypernicum that has grown over my nail. So even though my nail is as short as it can be, the hypernicum is higher than my nail. So ideally I should have cut my nail a little bit longer, and I'm just showing you on my other nails that it still looks like it, and when you touch it, it's literally like a piece of skin. So these are both of my nails done and dusted. You can see one hand is a nice square shape, and the other hand is not so nice of a shape, but it's fine. Nails grow back very, very quickly. So I was in a rush this day, and I decided to go one colour. I never go one colour, and I never do a full colour on my nails. I always do a design, and I always do like a French tip or some kind of tip that's not a full colour. But I was just like, Mariah, what you're gonna do, you need to get going. So I decided on this colour. Again, this is very not a me colour, but I actually ended up really loving it, and it actually ended up growing on me. So I do one coat, and then I go in with my small detailing brush, and I just fill in the sides. And then once that is cured, I do go in with a second coat. Now with these nails, I was indecisive, so I wanted some shimmer. So I put the shimmer on and I was like, yep, that is the one. However, before I put the shimmer on, I'd already done everything. So I'd put the top coat on and then I ended up putting shimmer on. And then because I put the shimmer on, I needed to put another top coat on. So ideally, these nails were thicker than what they should be. However, they were still pretty, and I had to kind of do something that I would love because I wasn't going to do my nails again for at least another 2 weeks. So for their purpose, they were lovely. They were very, very pretty, and you know, in the sunlight they do sparkle a lot. I absolutely love this holographic because depending on what colour you use as the base, it just changes colour. It makes it look so different. Anyway guys, we are nearly at the end of the video. I do only show you this hand. This was a super quick and simple video because I wanted to show you about my hyperonychium and just how like different nails are. But this is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it, guys. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to live life's beauty because life is beautiful and it's out there waiting to be lived by you. Hopefully I will see you in another video.